TDK. TDK. Long live Trader Kid. Man, I met TDK. Let me see. It'd be what? I'd be what? 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I'd be about 9, 10, 8 maybe. You feel me? Because in the how I met Trader Kid was I had moved from over the way. For y'all those that don't know who over the way is over Eastport. You know what I'm saying? I moved from over Harbor House, you feel what I'm saying? I went to a neighborhood, they was calling it Forest Village. It's something else nowadays, you know, they switched over, whatever. But long story short, that's how I ended up meeting TDK. And honestly, we clicked like this. He was hanging with my folks. Mom, Dad, Kyle, rest in peace, Kyle. And he was hanging with my folks, Kelly and Kyle, you feel what I'm saying? They twins, you feel me? Rest in peace, Whitey, too. But, so, me and Trader Kid, man, like, we straight off the rip, you know what I'm saying? That was my man. Once I got around TDK, we were just, you know, he lived in the building next door to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, cuz Kelly and Kyle was hanging with y'all. So that's how we kind of clicked. You feel what I'm saying? We was 8, 9, 10 years old. Man, I can remember staying over at TDK house. Miss Gladys, Mr. Mac, his father was the DJ. You feel what I'm saying? Miss Gladys, man, we used to be in there turned up, man. I can remember shit messing with Mr. Mac equipment, you know what I'm saying? DJ equipment. We be, you know, they out there partying, they playing cards and out there smoking big gas and all that early in there. We ain't know this was going on when we was younger, you feel what I'm saying? But now today, you know what I'm saying, they was out there partying, they was getting their thing on. We used to be in Mr. Mac shit, you feel what I'm saying? And shit, at this time, shit, man, Montre was Diddy and I was Mace. You feel what I'm saying? That's we go back like that. Like I can remember, man, we used to have, you know, they had the glove. They used to have the one glove on the hand, you know what I'm saying? They used to wear the football jersey. We doing all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was Diddy, I was Mace, man. That's how far we go back, man. I can remember we was recording on tapes, cassette tapes. Shit, this what? It's the late 90s, this 90s right here, mid-90s. Yeah, it's like mid-90s, early 90s. Shit, me and Trey, we was, like I say, recording on cassette tapes. We used to catch them. We used to record on the cassette tapes. You feel what I'm saying? That's when Mouse ended up coming down, you know what I'm saying? Mouse ended up moving around there, you feel what I'm saying? And Lil Scotty ended up moving around there. So that's how we all turned click tight, you feel what I'm saying? That's how eventually later on, it's crazy, later on, eventually I went and through some shit, but later on, you know, then Cell came into the fold over there. So that's how they kind of met, and the Keep It Raw thing blossomed kind of from there, really. You feel what I'm saying? But I was already gone before the Keep It Raw thing blossomed off. You feel what I'm saying? Well, best believe if I was around, I'd have been Keep It Raw to the death. You feel what I'm saying? There's just no way around it. That's how much click tight we was all together. There's no way around it. I wouldn't have been Keep It Raw. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. But man, Trader Kid was just, I can remember him, man. He just always, he was writing his lyrics and shit back then. We was writing shit. You feel what I'm saying? Of course we was, you know, singing nigga songs and all that. That's how I started and shit. I could remember Trey was into, man, I could remember sneaking into his sister Moo room. She had the, that Onyx, dun 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 dun. Let the boys be boys. You know what I mean? We used to go in there and steal her tapes. You feel what I'm saying? We used to steal her little cassette tapes and, you know what I mean? Little shit like that. Yeah, hell yeah, man. TDK, that dude, man, was just, he was always into music. That's all they ever wanted to do was rap, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all TDK ever wanted to do was rap. Ever since, like I said, since we was young, that man been rapping. You feel what I'm saying? And shit, I could remember, man, I was locked up. I was in the day room. I was at Dorsey Run. You feel what I'm saying? When I hadn't be coming, this was crazy. I can't remember if I was coming back from Child or we was going to Child. You feel what I'm saying? But matter of fact, we was going to child. Because, you know what I mean? I got up and I remember going out to the day room and I just heard Annapolis news come across the you know what I mean, the screen. So that just caught my attention, being that's hometown. You feel what I'm saying? That's the town. I look up, man, he talking about this TDK. You hear what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit crushed me, bro. Man, that shit crushed me, man. I couldn't believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Then to see how it happened, I couldn't believe it, man. It's just like, man, who the fuck, how the fuck? Bro, a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? Bro was a rapper. Like, what the fuck? Like, it fucked me up, man. And you know what I mean? I just remember it fucking me up, man, to the point I'm just like, man. You know, I sit there and teared up, cried a little bit, went to my bunk. And I'm just like, couldn't believe it, man. Couldn't believe it, man. But, man, long live TDK, man. 2023, we here. Cold TV Media, you already know what time it is. We ready to turn up, you heard? Don't mind the background, it's real. We thugging, nigga. You know what time it is. Easy, nigga.